All right, welcome back to Sunday Morning Coffee with Big Rooster. I'm your host, Big Rooster. I have a disclaimer notice. This is a 420 truthful F-word friendly channel. If you're not 420 friendly, or the F-word pops out, or the truth offends you, don't watch our content. If you don't subscribe, think about subscribing today. Subscription is free and nothing to download. Cock-a-doodle fucking do, people. It's time to wake and bake and just smell the coffee. Seriously, grab your coffee, weed, and pay attention. On Sunday Morning Coffee with Big Rooster, we have trending news, government, Wall Street, sports, weather, and other topics, and just common sense thinking. This is episode 7 on 2/28 of 2021. Sunday morning shout-outs go to the veterans in the active military. As an honorable discharge veteran, I know all they do. The 505 for being a great place to live, and to my viewers and subscribers, hoping you good health during this pandemic. All right, let's get into today's episode. Today I'm going to do a small section on going of a tale of the two Americas with COVID economy. All right, now in local news, good news for Holland. West Virginia Senator Manchin, the key 50th Democrat vote, said he would support her. And New Mexico is closer to approving recreational cannabis. It's rounding the corner, headed for the next hurdle. All right, national news. Major order of business for Bambi and Congress is to pass the relief bill before unemployment runs out in mid-March, leaving millions without or short on help. Well, cry me a river, babies. Military, elderly, and disabled get one check, if you're lucky, of $1,400 in this next bill, while you crab babies collect $400 per week between now and September 1st, 2021. That totals about $8,800, which is far from $1,400 one-time payment. So at the end of the day, the ones who paid in for over 40 years plus and served their country will get $1,400. If they're lucky. And the entitled ones will get $8,800 plus the $1,400 for a total of $10,200. Very fair, isn't it? I don't think so. It's unfair to all Americans. Listen, everyone, you're always yammering about racism when your own government is guilty of doing the same thing against the veterans, the disabled, and the elderly. Discrimination and racism, because we're not all black, we're not all white, we're not all Asian. They're discriminating against everybody. All right, what's worse is we let them do this to us. You know something? When our generation dies, you people will have to pay the piper with higher taxes, and you know what? You will have deserved it. So, good fucking luck in the future. All right, as the government churns the tale of two Americas. This is the strange state of the U.S. economy in the time of COVID, where the housing market is bubbling along and the stock market continues to grow. A year into the pandemic, people who have money are not feeling the pinch, but those who don't are suffering greatly. Yeah, I'm in that group. America's unemployment problem is much worse than it seems, according to another CNN story on Wednesday of last week. This one compared the unemployment rates for white Americans to other groups and compared men to women. Hurting workers of color, although the national jobless rate dropped to 6.3% in January and at a 5.7% for other groups, to 9.2% for the blacks and 18.6% for the Hispanics, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Yeah, inflation or not. In economist circles, there's also a debate over whether Bambi and Yellen's very large and expensive fix will have unintended consequences and overheated things. Taxes will ultimately need to go up, Stichler said. The average tax rate is too low to sustain the investment in infrastructure, technology, and education with a prosperous 21st century that the economy needs. Good advice to our government. Listen to the economists and not the politicians. Listen, these people know how to look at money and how to spend it. That's why they're economists. Listen, mutants, It's in the name. In stimulus news, they passed the House now, and they'll have to wait on the Senate. This is just another stall tactic. Well, not much to report. They're going to pass it so the unemployed can sit at home longer as well. So in the meanwhile, employers can try to hire new employees as the states open back up, because the people in unemployment are not going to return to work. They're making too much money sitting at home. And I'm going to do less stimulus updates from this vlog on. It's stupid at the amount of time it takes to get it, and this third check is just going to bounce around like a BB in a boxcar until the IRS tells us to file another fucking tax recovery rebate in 2022 to get the $1,400. It's just a broken record, and I don't like to keep repeating myself. It's redundant. Well, all I got to say to this rebate is scratch my balls, you mutants. Instead, I'll do short comedy skits and make fun of you degenerates. It's much funner. Instead of having stimulus headaches, and it's not helping America, so fuck it, move on. Listen, you dickheads. You'll call on us again in 4 years, and you know what? I'll be on fucking vacation. Alright, balancing the relief budget. You can't balance a sinking ship. The mutants won't plug the holes to stop the water from coming in. So don't try. Just get on a life raft, learn self-reliance, and move the fuck on. Alright, the government okie doke. You want a stimulus? Well, okie doke. We'll pass it along like a hacky sack until it won't help you at all. And then we'll make it hard as hell to get it. Well, okie doke then. Alright, to the mutants. The Constitution says we the people, not we the government. Capiche, mutants? We need to come up with a ballot with funds you would like to spend on projects outside the U.S. You're using our money, so we should be able to vote on it. Hire people that are capable of critical thinking. You should have a panel of 7 that propose bills to aid the American people and make America become great again and prosper. Didn't you people watch Star Trek? Spock said, live long and prosper. We're not doing that. Now, we need to address the qualification to be Commander-in-Chief, the President. I think the candidate should have served 1 tour in a main branch of the U.S. military forces for the United States, be honorably discharged, and if you're going to lead the troops in the country, then have some experience in commanding the troops. Unless you are in the military, you can't even command a fucking fart. So, if we had a leader that served and was a veteran, it would help veterans be treated better, or at least have a better chance of getting help when they need it. This has been a problem for non-veteran presidents. They don't see the need, so they don't put out the help. In national news, McConnell says he would absolutely support Trump as a 2024 nominee. See, Kentucky, this is what you voted back in again. Now, we have to make a deal with this stupid fuck. In international news, Nigerian boys freed as forces search for 300 abducted girls. That's sad. These third world countries, it's terrible to be there, especially being a female. Alright, and the U.S. implicates the Saudi crown prince in a journalist's death. Well, probably so. Alright, in weather, our 4-day forecast for Torrance County in Mexico and surrounding area today is going to be cloudy, 41 during the day and 20 tonight. And on Monday, it's going to be cloudy with 39 during the day and 18 at night. On Tuesday, it's going to be sunny, 52 during the day and 22 at night. With Wednesday, it's going to be sunny, 59 during the day and 27 at night. So come back on Tuesday for the next 4 days in the weather on Big Rooster's Corner. In sports, Jeremy Lin. not naming or shaming anyone after allegedly being called coronavirus during a game. Listen, people, get fucking real, will you? The man is a U.S. citizen and happens to play basketball very well. Are you jealous you can't play? Go back to your mother's basement and grow up. Alright, business. Amazon just dropped its weekend deals, so get yours today, according to them. And in your health, U.S. advisors endorsed single-shot COVID vaccine from J&J, and it was passed overnight after all, and supply is low but increasing. Here's a question. If you get the shot, you're protected from other people, and you have to wear your mask to protect others. Okay, now, what if they made a vaccine to get rid of assholes? That would work. That in the end would be a more effective shot than the coronavirus shot, wouldn't it? Think about it. And SNL did a skit on Fauci trying to get the vaccine out. You got to see it. If you didn't see it last night, check it on YouTube. It's funny as hell. All right. Let's look at the Bible, America's longest fiction book ever written to this day. The building of Noah's Ark. I do have just a few questions about this particular story. Let's say there was an invisible guy in the sky. For all purposes, we'll say God. God's son is Jesus, right? And Jesus was a carpenter, right? We all agree on this shit so far, right? Now, why did Noah build the ark? Was Jesus weak in reading a tape measure? Or did he suck at carpentry work? The next question I have is, where did Noah get milled lumber to buy this ark? Home Depot? And the final question, how long did it take him to build this large boat with a handsaw, a rock for a hammer, and no fucking electricity? So next time you're in Sunday school, these might be some questions to ask, just to clear things up. I'll bet they will have no answer except it was God's will to be done. All right, here's a commercial for someone. You should have Pelosi and McConnell riding out on a jackass into the sunset, waving your bank books and have your stimulus check in a Pony Express satchel. And they're saying, we got half, and half ain't bad, sister. And then she says, amen, brother. All right. My plug of the week. Ticked off Vic from New Jersey, my home state. You have truth and it's funny shit, so keep up the good stuff. Forget about it. You capiche? All right. Watching me funny, but true shit. All right. Let's bring the nation's IQ up a percent this morning with word genius of the day. Chivalry. Pardon the noun. It's French and it's mid-17th century. And the definition, a noisy mock serenade performed by a group of people to celebrate a marriage or mock an unpopular person, like the government. Sentence, the orchestra's warm-up was a loud chivalry. There you go. Now we learned something today. All right, cold coffee hat. Dunkin' Donuts has cold coffee for about $2.40 to $2.50 a bottle, 13.7 ounces. All right, what I do is I bought some of these and I took 4 teaspoons of sugar and 8 teaspoons of creamer, or to taste. I like mine a little lighter. And I drink no sugar in my hot coffee, but in cold coffee you gotta have that sugar. Anyway, use Dunkin' Donuts coffee in your coffee pot. I use whole bean. And I grind my own so it's fresh when I need it. And I fill the bottle up halfway and I shake to dissolve the creamer and the sugar. And then once I do that, then I fill it up within about a ½ inch to an inch, 3/4 of an inch from the top. And then I place it in the refrigerator until it gets cold. I'm not exactly the flavor, but I'm real close. There's some kind of ingredient they use that I don't know what it is yet. It makes it a little sweeter. It could be vanilla or something. I'm going to try it out and I'll let you know on a future blog. But I'm close. All right. One more thing. Follow me on Instagram at Big Rooster. It's big_rooster_420. Watch my vlogs on 420 trending news and laws. We review products and marijuana buds. And check out Big Rooster's Corner for trending news, government, business, weather, and sports. And we do dumb criminals. It's funny. And with just common sense thinking. Drive-thrus, takeout, and dine-ins. We will preview different food locations, eat in, takeout, and drive-thrus, and give a review. On the road with Big Rooster, I take you on various adventures driving throughout New Mexico. The first couple of videos are a little shaky. I don't have that stabilizer thing, but I'm working on getting that right now. Got to find one. All right, Big Rooster Rants. I review different services and how they do with customer service and what pisses me off with the rest of the world. Sometimes it's real funny shit. All right, Big Rooster at Walmart. Funny shit that happens at Walmart. You can't make this shit up, people. It's great for content. And car and repair reviews as they come up and how to do them. And I show you easy ways and save you some money because you won't have to pay the mechanic to do the repair. Some things are easy, some things are hard, but everything is possible. All right, Big Rooster book reviews. I review books that I have read or wrote, and I read a few chapters of my books to see if there is some interest in it, and you may purchase them on Amazon in paperback or Kindle versions. So check out my other channel, Big Rooster's Recipes, Cooking, and Eating Reviews. That's primarily for food. Right now, we're not doing a cooking part, but I do share the recipes and explain how to do them and show you what they look like done. And tell you what ingredients and how much and all that. All right. That'll do it for today's episode. Until next time, stay safe. Don't trust the government. Smoke medical marijuana for your mental health. The mind you save could be your own. And if you like our content, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. There's nothing to download and subscriptions are free. So thank you for viewing today's vlog, and remember, marijuana is more than your friend, it's your bud. So America, get fucking real. It's howdy doobie time. This is Big Rooster. I'm out.